Here is a viral meme that we see quite often, allegedly describing the Palestinian land loss. However, it is complete fiction. Firstly, in 1947, Palestine belongs to the Jews, as we've seen from the verifiable historical evidence and data. Secondly, this partition plan was not accepted by the Arabs. If it had been, then that would have been an independent Palestinian nation. But it was rejected and therefore it has no legal standing. In the third frame you see, these areas were governed by Jordan and Egypt, not Palestine, which did not yet exist as a national identity and which has never existed as a legal one. And in the last frame, in a complete irony, the green areas represent the first time in history that these Arabs who have only recently come to be known as Palestinians govern themselves, and it was given to them by Israel. So here you can see a much more accurate depiction of the loss of land, and it's not Palestinian Arab land that was lost, it was Jewish land. However, the State of Israel has a long tradition, and more importantly a record, of giving away land for the promise of peace. We see this play out after the next war, which was the Six-Day War in 1967, where Israel gains the Sinai Peninsula, Golan Heights, the West Bank, and Gaza. Each of these situations is different. The Sinai Peninsula belongs to the sovereign Egypt. The Golan Heights belonged to the sovereign Syria. But the West Bank and Gaza, Israel is the successor state to the League of Nations mandate, and Israel has the superior claim of title in comparison to Jordan and Egypt, the only other possible sovereigns in the area. So the Six-Day War did not change the borders. What happened in the West Bank and Gaza is that Israelis regained their own land that had previously been illegally occupied by Jordan and Egypt. And you can see that this is true because in its 1964 charter, the PLO, an organization which purports to be the exclusive representation for the Palestinian people, states under Article 24 that it, quote,
does not exercise any territorial sovereignty over the West Bank in the Hashemite Kingdom of Jordan, on the Gaza Strip, or in the Himar area.
End quote. Of course, they subsequently rewrote their charter in 1968 after they lost the Six-Day War, and then, all of a sudden, at that point, it did include those areas.